So, good morning everyone. Today, we'll be discussing a topic that is very important to us as Filipinos. So, it is the branches of Philippine government. I know na naman yung mga knowledge ani kagadaga na nisig balik-balik sa mga previous reporter. So, today, this lesson will tell us how is our government structured, kung kasi nagpamahalaan nila, o kung unsa ilang mga responsibilities, o kung sa ilang mga function. So the Philippine government takes place in an organized framework of a presidential, representative, and democratic republic whereby the president is both the head of state and the head of government. So our government is separated in three, or our government is gibahig-bahig siyang tulog but in equal rights and equal function. So the first is we have the executive branch. So Eunice, kinsa ka ang paano ang galan sa executive branch? Si President. Okay na si President Bongbong Marcos as of now is 2025. Yes, si President Marcos. So this branch is the niya is siya ang ga-enforce of law, and ang President siya ang kuan aning day-to-day operations of the national government. So President Bongbong Marcos was elected in 2022 and mahuman niyang term is 2028. So dapat mga duties ang mga president which mataato siyang matakog o niya. So balikan na nato na man sa tadiri second highest position. Yes, is the Vice President. So who is our Vice President in the Philippines? Eunice.
Si Sara Duterte.
So our current Vice President now is Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio. So ang siya ang ikaduwa nga balig sa executive branch. And importante ihang role kay if mamatay ang presidente is naay muwan sa kanang mamatay, pat yung gi-ambush, mo resign, or mupalit na kawala, automatic ang Vice President daw ang mo take place anak nga role. So si Vice President Sara Pod is the previously she was the Secretary of the Department of Education. But in June 2024, she resigned from that position and gipulihan siya ni Senator Sonny Angara in Department of Education. So if ang position po sa pagka-Vice President ang mawala si Vice President Sara, ang President, siya na po yung appoint kung tapuan sa Vice President nga position gikan sa Congress. So dapat ang Vice President nga position magkuha siya gikan sa Congress. Tapos na? So the third highest official is the Cabinet Secretaries. Diba na-mention na po earlier nga si Vice President Sara ay previously the Cabinet Secretaries of Department of Education, but now ang atong Secretaries is Sonny Angara. So ang trabaho sa mga Cabinet Secretaries are not just to sit there being the leader, but also they have the power to mandate. Sila ang pinaka-highest, like they have the specific departments like the agriculture, education, and militaries. Like for example, our Secretary of National Defense is Gilberto Teodoro Jr. and our Secretary of Health is Theodore Herbosa. So their job is to make sure that the government policies are masulod jud sa ilahang department by bikuan sa President, i-mandate sa President. So again, mubalik ta sa power of the President. So powers of the President. So besides the Constitution, the powers of the President of the Philippines are specifically outlined in Executive Order number 292 Series 1987, otherwise known as the Administrative Code of 1987. 1967. So, I have here some of the powers of the President na wala na ako na-mention kanina. So, the first is the power of control over the executive branch. Again, naa-jud power ang President when it comes to the executive branch. And he has also the he is the commander-in-chief in military. Like, siya ang mag-lead and also he is the responsible in terms of the departments. Like, he is the responsible in terms in making decisions in that specific departments. Katong mga cabinet secretaries, they cannot just make an action without asking permission to the president. So next is the power of ordinance power. So power to give so which are means to streamline the policy and programs of an administration. So there are 6 that the president may issue. So the first is executive orders.
Orders, administrative orders, memorandum orders, circulars, general or special orders.
So when we say executive orders, it is the rules issued by the president to guide the actions of government departments. For example, if naay super typhoon nga hitabo, so the president has the power to mandate mga fund nga ihatag sa mga provinces nga apektado ang mga typhoon. So next is the administrative orders. So administrative orders, it is the instructions to government officers to carry out specific tasks. And next is memorandum orders. Memorandum orders, it is the special orders na kuan na gud siya, like special orders na mingon ng president nga ikaw dira ka mo magbubuha dito ta mo ibutang in like for example in Mindanao, di ba dagang gera dito. So ang president mo issue siya memorandum order nga lakaw mo dito nga bubuan. Your responsibility is to help the people there nga naapektuhan sa war. So next is the general or special orders. So general and special orders often used in the military to direct operations. Like for example, the president will select mga military nga mo-fly dito sa other country. Like katong gingon nga if ever na ay war like in United States, mupadala pod si president nato mga Philippine Military Army nga motabang pod sa other country. Pasabot ra?
Yes.
So next is the power over aliens. So aliens, pag mingat kang aliens, it is not literally means aliens nga from the outer planet. So when we say aliens in the Philippines, it means that the president has the authority to control the people who will go or out in this country. Like for example, katong mga Chinese people na na-discover nga dahil sila gipangbuhat ng mga illegal action. So di ba deport ko sila because the president has the power to mandate if ever kana sila mga foreigners ba nga they may leave or enter the country. So the president holds that power. So next is the power of appointment. So the president may appoint officials of the Philippines government. Like what I said earlier, nga si Vice President Duterte Carpio kay di-appoint siya ni President Marcos into Cabinet Secretaries in Education. And pagkawala po ni Vice President Duterte, di-appoint na po niya si Senator Sonny Angara. So that is example of power of appointment. Pwede siya mo pawala sa certain position o pwede siya mo pa sulod ana. So it is his decision. So nakasabot siya sa executive branch.
Yes.
And then what is executive branch means? It is the branch that enforces laws and led by the President. So, the second is the legislative branch. So, the legislative branch is authorized to make laws, alter and repeal them through the power vested in the Philippines Congress. So, this institution is divided into the Senate and the House of Representatives. So, the legislative branch is divided into two, which is the Senate and the House of Representatives. Yes. So the Senate is made up of 24 senators, and the 15 of the senators is katong newly elected karon like the past election. So in the legislative branch, dira ang magkuan kanang like may law sila ang mag-create sa law, mag-change sa law, or kanang double nag-review kayo nilang law because ang legislative branch muna siya branch na dira mga senador na ay mga party list. Di ba dahang ka itong party list?
Yes.
So, 240 House members ang naadiri. Apil na po ang mga Congress din nila. For example, ang atong Congress is si Mayor Janice Digamo and Chaco Sagarbarria. So, they are part of the Congress. The Congressman, the Vice Governor, and the Governor. So, and kabalo mo, do you know who is the current leader of the Senate?
No.
So it is Ches Escudero. So he is the leader. So dira pud niya. So pag dira pud niya ang rag siya puy high dira sa Senate ba. Siya usa siya makakuan kanang mga actually nagpana po na ron nahitabo na po na ron ang current issue nga impeachment ni Vice President Sara. So that is an example in legislative branch katong mag-wear of red. Katong mga senator nga go-wear of red. So they are the kuan kanang rank mga Senate nga with high position, the 15 members of the Senate. And in the Constitution says it should have no more than 250 members. And as of now, there are 300 members of Congress. So in sa representatives, they are district representatives. Like si Janice Digamo, isa to siya nga district 3 siya, and ang party list representatives make up 20% of the House. So, House representatives. So, again, ang Senate kay 24. Ang House representative to no more than 250, and the 20% of that is the party list. So, katong mga, di ba, katong last election, dagang tayo mga party list. So, half ato, like, pinaputong maampi, like, 20 na daway, 20. So, they are part of the House of Representatives now. And, akong nabalaan nga galid sa House Representatives sa Akbayan is si Chel Jokno and Risa Hontiveros. So, ang legislative branch, again, muna siya mag-create, appeals, and amends the law that is made by the President. Before siya magpunta sa President, ang legislative sa then into executive branch. Okay, nakasabot ka? Nasabot.
So wala na ilang questions about some previous reporter? No. Okay, so now let's proceed to legislative process. Congress is responsible for making enabling laws to make sure the spirit of Constitution is upheld in the country and at times amend or change the Constitution itself. So, the legislative process is the procedure by which laws are created, amended, or repealed in a country. So in the Philippines, this process is carried out by the Congress. So the legislative process is It involves the two houses, which are the Senate upper house and the House of Representatives, the lower house. So the goal of legislative branch is to make laws that implement the provisions of the Constitution, and it also addresses the needs of the society and ensure justice, order, and national development. So, in order to craft laws, the legislative body comes out with two main documents, which are the bills and the resolutions. So, the bills is a proposed law, and it must be approved by both the Senate and the House of the Representatives, and then signed by the President. That to become a law para mahimo siyang law. So kinahanglan doon nga na signature or signed by the President. So there are two types of bills, bills and resolution. So sa bills, nine House bill, which it originates from the House of Representatives. Then second, Senate bill, which it originates from the Senate. So example of this, according to Republic Act 10627, or the Anti-Bullying Act of 2013. So started as a bill to protect the students sa schools. And then ang resolution is it do not always become a law, but importante ni siya for guiding sa kung unsay decision sa government. So muna siya i-purpose sa resolution. So ang resolutions is na three types of resolution, which are the joint, concurrent, and the simple. So first is the joint. So ang joint require the approval of both chambers of Congress and the signature of the President, and have the force and effects of a law if approved. So, ang joint resolution, nana siya force in which this law is signed by the President. But ang kaning to concurrent o ang simple is kuan silang duwa. Wala siya signature or wala siya gisignan sa President, but kaning concurrent it is used for matters affecting the operations of both chambers of Congress, and mas dapat na giaprubahan siya sa same forms both houses, like sa Senate o sa House of the Representatives. While ang simple is kanang deal with matters entirely within the prerogative of one chamber of Congress, are not referred to the President. So parehas lang duwa sa concurrent na wala siya sign or signature sa President, and also therefore have no force and effect of a law. So nakasabot ra about sa three elements of resolution.
Yes.
Christine, do you
Yes.
have any questions?
None.
Okay, so now let us proceed to the judiciary branch. So Christine, do you have any idea about judiciary branch? Matakot rin natin sa previous reporter, right?
Sa judiciary branch, it is a branch that is headed by the Supreme Court, which is dira mag-grant ang mga law before makuan sa President.
Okay, so thank you, Christine. So, unsa gani itong executive branch mo tod katong reinforce while ang legislative branch is ga make laws while ang judiciary is ga unsa man interpret the laws. So judiciary branch of the government is headed by the Supreme Court, which has a Chief Justice as its head and 14 associate justices, so all appointed by the President on the recommendation of the Judicial and Bar Council. So the judiciary interprets the laws passed by the Congress and ensures that they are applied fairly. So dapat pantay-pantay. So it is independent, I mean, from the executive and legislative branches. So the Supreme Court is the Supreme Court, the highest court, and has the power of judicial review. So meaning it can declare bisan unsa nga law or act. Understood? So unsa gani ang Supreme Court? Christine?
Is the highest court
And
can create any law.
yes, very good. So, Supreme Court is the highest court and they can create any law or act. So, next, the judicial branch primary function is to interpret and apply laws, resolving legal disputes and protecting citizens' rights. So it is also ensure fairness and impartiality by acting as a check on the other branches of government through judicial review. So moto ang Supreme Court is nasa 1 Chief Justice and 14 Associate Justices. So it is appointed by the President based on the recommendations from the Judicial and Bar Council or JBC. So next, below it are the lower courts, so which handle everyday legal cases such as criminal, civil, and family disputes. So example of lower courts include the Regional Trial Court or RTC, which hears serious criminal cases, and the Municipal Trial Court or MTC, which handles minor cases. So at lower courts, these courts handle day-to-day legal matters. So ang example ani is sa Regional Trial Courts or RTC. So this court, ang type of cases na gihandle ani Regional Trial Courts is mga serious crimes, mga civil cases, ingana nga maabot siya og 400,000. And then sa Municipal Trial Court or MTC, ang mga gihandle niya nga mga type of cases are mga katulad mga minor criminal and civil cases. So mo to siya mo to example sa judiciary branch. Unsa dali tong example niya nga mga court?
Regional Trial Court.
Oh,
Municipal Trial Court.
Very good. So unsa tong pinaka-highest nga court?
Supreme Court.
Which can create a law or act. So again, can you differentiate the 3 branches of the government? At nakasabot ba, Jod?
So the 3 branches of the Philippine government is first the executive branch, which enforces the law and headed by the President, the Vice President, and also the Cabinet Secretaries. The second is the legislative branch, which can create or amend the law, and it was led by the Senate and the House of